see. Hello. Hi, everyone. How's it going? Happy Friday. Oh my gosh, I am so excited about today. I'm going to just give you guys a minute to jump on here. It's going to be such a good time here, the conversation we're going to have. So I'm going to kind of give us a little sec. I'm going to drink some water. I've been so thirsty today. Good morning. Hi, come on in. Okay, guys, I'm going to just settle in. It's Friday, and I am so excited about today. Okay, so I think I see some people popping in. Um, Ladies, we're going to be talking about such an important conversation today. So if you want to share this right now with your page or your friends, or you have a girlfriend that really needs to be hearing today's conversation, let them know that I'm on. Let them know. Okay, so, ladies, if you're new to my page, Diana Gintu, I am a life coach for busy women, and I come here every Friday for a tip of the week. And today's conversation could not have been more timely because we are going to be talking about the number one thing, the number one mistake that strong women do. I talk to women every day, all day, and I want to say 95% of the women, and that's like a rough estimate because I'm not a math expert, but most of the women that I talk to struggle with this number one mistake here. And give me a thumbs up if you guys are ready. Okay, so I actually just literally finished a coaching call and we talked about this. So I am like, I'm already like, oh my gosh, like more people need to know this. Okay, enough of the stalling. Here it goes. The number one mistake that you are doing that's causing you to not have the results that you want, causing you to feel burnt out, overwhelmed, stressed out, depressed, anxiety, you name it, is you are waiting too long. You're waiting too long to get help. You're waiting too long to make a change. Okay? That is what is keeping you from creating the results, is that we wait too long. We are strong women. We are strong women. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to share three things about that that are really going to cause you to really reflect on, are you doing that? Okay, because if you are doing this, I want you to know that there's definitely hope. There's always hope, but I want you to become super aware of the reason why you get so deep in the hole, right? The hole being feeling burnt out, the hole being feeling really angry, really bitter, you name it, is because you're waiting too long. As women, most of us come from a long line of women who have sacrificed themselves, that have endured pain, right? And so that's the thing, is that we just take on so much before we start seeing the negative effects, right? As the client that I was just talking to like 10 minutes ago, she's really ill right now. She is sick. She's depressed. She feels lonely. She feels used. She feels like a doormat, right? And she said to me, I've been feeling this way for a long time now. And when I asked her, what are you doing to get yourself to feel better? She said, this is it. Like, this is the first thing that I'm doing. And here's what I want to say about that, is that, look, if we were to take her story, right, and if we were to look back in the last year, the last 2 years, there are red flags along the way that she ignored. Why? Because she's a strong woman. Because she is strong. She's a badass, right? But like I was telling her, we're not robots. We're not machines. As much as we probably function like a machine, like we're like that Energizer bunny, right? I don't know if you guys remember that commercial, but We are so strong that we wait until we break. That rhymed. Does that make sense, ladies? If you're watching this, I really want you to hear me, is that we don't have to wait till we're broken. We don't have to wait till we get the depression. We don't have to wait till we are sick physically, our body yelling at us, telling us, take care of yourself, right? So the number one thing that most of us is doing is we're just waiting too long. We're waiting too long. We're enduring too much pain. Okay? And what happens when we endure all that pain? What happens? We get so stuck in the pain. We get so overwhelmed. And the reason why we can't take care of ourselves is because we're so overwhelmed and so depressed. It's like a vicious cycle, ladies. And the one thing that would make you feel better is if you started to take care of yourself, right? But first, you have to get the energy and the motivation to do it because you're waiting too long. You're waiting too long because you can still handle life. This lady, this client of mine that I was still talking to, I mean, she's still working. She's still doing virtual school with her child. She's still taking care of the home. I mean, she's still literally juggling all these things, except she is falling apart. Okay? So we endure a lot of pain. Then we get really stuck in that cycle, right? Of feeling too overwhelmed and too depressed to do anything about it. And then what happens from that is that when we think, oh, I better start, like there's like all the alarms are going off, right? All the alarms are going off and we're like, oh, we better do something. You know what happens? Is we feel shame and guilt because now we feel weak. Does that make sense? Even if you're watching this on the replay, I want you to really just type "make sense" on the comments here. And if you're watching it live right now, is that now we feel weak and we feel guilt and shame because now we're breaking apart. We're having panic attacks, we're having health conditions, we're having depression, we're overweight, we're gaining so much weight, we're hurting. I know for me, I was in like physical pain by the time I got myself taken care of. So there's a lot of stuff that's kind of falling apart, and there's that part of us that feels so much shame and so much guilt of waiting too long, of what does this say about me that I can't handle this? Because I'll be honest with you, ladies, what will happen is it won't be a big crisis that will send you over the edge like we think, like it's like this huge crisis that will happen. It will be the smallest little thing that will happen. You might be stuck in traffic. You might, somebody will call you out of the blue, or maybe you'll get a speeding ticket, or maybe you'll have an unexpected bill, or maybe even your husband will say something that you don't like, or your kids will say something you don't like. And that little thing will send you over the edge. And then you'll feel so dumb for overreacting to that small thing. But you know what? It's not that small thing that's causing the problem. It's the 20,000 things before that that you ignored. It's the 2 years of taking it when you know that you should have been asking for help, setting boundaries, taking time for yourself. As I was talking to my customer just this morning, she's sick. She has the flu. And I said to her, "What is your plan for today?" She's so overwhelmed, we couldn't even talk about, next month. Like we had to break it down to what can you do today to help yourself? I said, what's on the schedule today? You know what she said? She said, I'm going to clean my home. And I said, you have the flu. And she said, I know, but it's dirty. It needs cleaning. And we started to have that dialogue of like, what would it look like if you actually didn't do that today? If you just took time to actually rest and allow your body to heal. And she kind of chuckled because she said, you're so right. I'm so sick. And yet in my head, it's about still continuing to do the things, to do all the tasks. Does this sound familiar, ladies? Give me a thumbs up or a heart or say familiar in the comments. Again, even if you're watching this on the replay, I want to make sure that is this relevant to you? Because I talk to women every day with this issue, is that they wait too long to start taking care of themselves, right? And the smallest thing will send them into a spiral. Then they feel guilt and shame for falling apart about this small thing, but that is not what caused it. That small thing was not what you're feeling all broken up about. It's not. It's the year, it's the 2 years, it's all the times that you ignored your needs, all the times that you didn't take care of yourself. Taking care of yourself is literally not as easy as people make it sound, right? Or else we would all be doing it. We would all be doing it if it was that easy. So let's talk about some next steps for you, because I know that it's not easy to actually prioritize yourself. Even like right now, the client that I'm referring to, she was so sick and she still was thinking, how can I make the environment of my home clean and ordered for my family? She still wasn't thinking about herself. If it was that easy, we would all do it. So let me review, okay? If you're just jumping in, here's the thing what I'm talking about today. So the number one mistake that women do in regards to self-care is that we wait too long to get help. We wait too long to start taking care of ourselves. As a result, right, we end up feeling too overwhelmed and paralyzed, right? And the reason why we're so overwhelmed and paralyzed is because we can endure a lot of pain. We can endure a lot of chaos. The minute that we finally start to break down, right? Remember, it's usually a very small thing. Then we are consumed with guilt and shame for falling apart or not being able to handle stuff. And that, my friend, is a huge cycle that we get stuck in. So I want to share with you next steps, because if it was that easy, we'd all be doing it, right? I can sit here and say, start taking care of yourself. And you would probably say, okay, it sounds good. And then do nothing about it. Go on with your life, right? But I want to give you an opportunity to really create that change. And over the years, I've been working with women for almost 2 decades, and I've been working on myself as well. I'm on my personal journey of taking care of myself too. And I have become obsessed with identifying and helping and figure out a formula that actually makes it easier for women to take care of themselves. And not only easier, but how can I help them to have this change and for it to stick, right? For it to last a lifetime. So I have developed a formula, and I want to share it with you for free. I want to share it with you because I really want you to have that change. I want you to start feeling alive when you wake up in the morning and ready to take on the world. I don't want you to feel like you just want to pull the covers over your head and just wish for another day. I don't want that for you. So I am having a free self-care masterclass next Tuesday. Okay. You need to register for that. So I'm going to put it in the comments. Okay. Go and register. I'm going to be sharing my secret self-care solution. Okay. I promise you're not going to regret it. People that have already taken this masterclass have already had changes and really feel like, wow, I have never heard it presented this way. So 7 o'clock, October 20th, I'm going to be sharing how you can also start taking care of yourself today. Stop waiting. Let's break this cycle of us women waiting too long to take care of ourselves. If you're interested in this masterclass, share it with your friends, sign up. The link will be in the comments, and I hope to see you there because as I was telling my client, 8:30 this morning, this is not what we're supposed to do. We're not robots. We're not supposed to just go until we break. Okay? So I don't want that for you. If you have any questions about that masterclass, be sure to post them here in the comments. I will answer them. It's Central Time, 7 p.m. on Tuesday. And I hope to see you guys there because let's stop waiting to take care of ourselves. Let's start now and really let's start to feel like queens because we are queens. We are warriors. We're strong. And there's a way that we can take care of ourselves and at the same time deepening okay, that's a hard word. Create deeper relationships with our loved ones. This is not about, running away from your family. This is about learning some strategies that are going to help you feel better and then help your relationships become stronger and deeper. So tune in for that. I hope to see you guys there. Thanks for popping in here today and having this conversation with me. I look forward to seeing you on Tuesday, and I'll see you guys another day. Take care. Bye-bye.